Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games, and today we're listening to a theme I haven't heard in a long time. This is the Dragon Age Origins main theme. I'm actually very curious to see if I'll remember any of this, because I did play this game ages ago. Let's go! I'm expecting a catchy melody. Is that it? Man, I really don't remember this at all. It makes it more exciting. What language is this, by the way? Okay. I already detected some very glorious adventures chords in there. Heavy percussion. When is this game from? This is like 2000s, right? 2009. Okay. I feel like you know, hearing this heavy percussion, this orchestra, I get reminded, you know, of the kind of Hollywood music that was popular at this time. You know, this is 2009, so it was after the great popularity of the Lord of the Rings movies, right? So this reminds me a lot of that kind of orchestra plus heavy percussion. I'm wondering, like I said, I played this game ages ago. I don't remember any of this actually. None of this rings a bell. But I have memories of humming and like singing along a catchy theme when playing Dragon Age Origins. Like having a theme in my memory, a catchy theme that was probably the main theme. I don't know the theme itself. I don't remember the theme itself. I couldn't hum it to save my life, but I have the memory of a catchy theme. Sometimes the memory of a theme being good and catchy endures for longer than the memory of the theme itself, you know. I don't know what the theme is, but I remember it being catchy. I wonder if it's going to come up soon. Yeah, and the vocals, man, that's a very nice touch. Oh, that's it! Wow, that's it! God, that's such a... Wow, man, that's such an interesting experience to have this theme rescued from the deep web of my subconscious mind. As soon as it started playing, I felt like my brain being my memory being stimulated. Let me show you these chords. All right, check out the power, the glory of these chords on the main theme. That's so cool. It's such an adventure. There's so many different chords. And then here the theme strays off. It doesn't repeat this like main melody. This is the main melody. This is the melody I remember like being drawn to. It's such a good melody. It's heroic, but there's a touch of melancholy to it. Especially some of these. Check this out. Right? This part here. This is something I just talked about on my previous video. These two chords. This one is the home chord, right? Not very tense. And this one. A happy chord that is also what we call in functional harmony a double function chord. It's not very tense at all. There's very little tension in this. So they keep alternating here in this main theme between these two not tense chords. Of course, there's other chords too, and in other points of the theme, they do build tension, but in these key moments where they focus on alternating between these two, the song becomes a little bit melancholic. There's a touch of spirituality, of quiet melancholy to it, and it's such an interesting touch to put in an otherwise heroic and exciting theme like this. We're gonna listen to this theme again, and when we listen to it again, I want you to pay attention to that aspect that I just described, that kind of quiet touch of spirituality and melancholy that these two chords give. But before we do that, there's something else I noticed about this. You know, my memory of this was that this was like a fully orchestrated, like real live orchestra. There might be like some live instruments in this, but this sounds very sampley to me. That's a surprise to me. These sounds like digital samples being played on a studio in a keyboard like mine. A lot of these sounds don't sound like they're actually real orchestral sounds, which is surprising to me. Because at this point, BioWare was already like fairly big, right? Check out some of these sounds. There's a flute in particular here. The brass, I mean, it's very tough to replicate very accurately wind instruments. This flute, and I just noticed, you know what I just noticed? The flute is playing the main theme. I didn't notice that before. But yeah, this flute sounds like a digital sample. That's a surprise. I mean, it still sounds good, but that just goes to show. Yeah, this is a sample. It just goes to show that a AAA game like Dragon Age back in 2009 might not have, you know, as many resources as, you know, we take for granted today in AAA games to spend, you know, in a real orchestra. Pay attention. Right? There's a melancholy to it. This is so good, man. What an interesting experience to remember this. Wow, that was fantastic, man. Such a nostalgic trip through the deep web of my memories. This track was suggested on Patreon, and you know what? This track was randomly selected to have a video made for it. So that means if you go on our Patreon and you subscribe to one of the paid tiers, you can suggest a track, and even if it's not a very popular track that a lot of people are gonna vote for on the polls, it can still win. How cool is that? So check out our Patreon, and remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.